baby, listen to me speaking. No matter what, just let it go.
Pop, Perswayable. What's going on, boo-boos? I got so many projects in the work, but for now, this is user submitted, and they want people to know that Doctor is underrated. We're going to find out. This is in Southeast Asia gameplay against a geisha, and the seer is a little out of position. Has to break line of sight, though. Let's see, he's going to break that line of sight. You got to be careful with that. I see so many survivors who try to do that shit. They try to get that stun. And the geisha gets him down. All right, yeah. I see a lot of people who do that. They spawn in that area. They know the hunter is there. And trying to get that pallet is really risky because you're just waiting there and you're allowing the hunter to close distance on you. So sometimes it's better to either try to sneak towards graveyard or reposition in a little bit stronger of an area. That's still a strong area, don't get me wrong. It's just, you got to be careful against a geisha. She can really use those walls against you. All right, so let's see. I think we have okay, I thought we had multiple people going in. This geisha is not doing bad at all. I think this is a tier 5 or a tier 6 geisha in Southeast Asia. So she's doing very good. She's using her butterflies correctly. She's gap closing on people. But she is playing a little too aggressive. So they got to be careful. Because when you start switching it up like this, it can spell for disaster. So she did come back. She is back. Did I say coordinator? I literally said this was... I said coordinator. Oh my god, these fucking skins. Alright, so you can see Doctor did a good job at taking a hit right there for him. And now Geisha is doing the smart thing. Geisha's going to go after Seer. Going to continue going after Seer. Is she going to get it? It's going to be close. Doctor trying to close the distance. Gets behind the Seer. And now it seems like Doctor is just going to play more of the bodyguard harassing type. You can see Geisha not going through the pallet. Making sure she doesn't get stunned. Very mindful of that. Needs to be careful. Goes through after. Oh, that's a good dodge from the Seer. That was really good. That was a really, really good juke from the Seer. Holy shit. And you can see Geisha paying a lot of respect to that pallet. And now we got to make sure that Doctor gets another body hit. And now let's see what she's going to do. She's going to rotate over here. Is Seer going to be able to... Yep, gets the stun on Geisha. Really, really good stun. And now Seer is going to continue moving to do that gap closing. Now let's see where Doctor is now healed. So she will be able to bodyguard, body block again. Now this is a really dangerous style of gameplay because there's no real formidable... decoder. You just got a mercenary and you also got an enchantress over there, but you see Doctor's doing a good job. I mean, the strategy's working. This is not a meta strategy, but fuck it, who cares? Sometimes you just want to get creative. And you know, this strategy would actually work out even better if you didn't have a mercenary because of that decoding, but it's good that now you're going to relocate over here. Now somebody's not pinging because that's going to be a long transition. Seer is really doing a good job. Seer is saying, you know what? I didn't have the best kite in the beginning. I'll admit that, but it's my time to shine. My time to come back. That just bought a shitload of time. And now we are at 2 ciphers. 1 cipher is at 8%. So this is where you guys have to get creative with the strategy. When you try to body block with a Doctor like that, it can really slow the game down. So you have to make up for it with excellent kiting, excellent survivability. If you're gonna harass, it needs to last a long time when there's 5 ciphers up. And now we have 2 people going in for a rescue. Doctor is doing the right thing by focusing on decoding. And now they're going to go in for a double rescue. Gets that long stun. And now let's see what can happen with the Seer. Seer gets another owl, is still alive. You guys are doing a really... I honestly didn't think there's... 9 out of 10 times, this strategy ain't gonna work. I mean, you gotta be pulling off some fancy shit for this to work, and you guys are doing it. You constantly have a bodyguard at all times. This is so unbelievably interesting. That's a good stun from the Enchantress. Might buy just enough time. He should go down. How the fuck did he not go down? Doctor now in position to be a bodyguard again. I'd be losing my shit. Gets the stun on the Geisha. I'd be pissed off with this Geisha. I seriously would. This is the type of match you leave post-match, because if you don't, you're going to be writing some stupid shit and it's a screenshot away. I know that resonates with some of you. Yo, if I was the Hunter right now, I'd be losing my shit. I really would be. But we're seeing some really great body work here. Bodyguard material. President of the United States should hire you folks, because you guys are doing a great job. Still alive right there. Gets another power stun. Gets the Cypher pop. That is... I don't know how you all have made this work. This is not a bad Geisha. Respect and power. It's just that the survivors are playing so well. There's times where I look at gameplay footage and I'm like, all right, this isn't the best of a Hunter, or I see Hunter gameplay, I'm like, these survivors really aren't that good. You know, and that's why you're capitalizing on it. This gameplay, I feel like the Hunter knows exactly what they need to do, but the survivors are just adapting. They know when to throw that pallet down. That was a really, really good gameplay, showing you the power of the body blocking doctor. Please submit your footage to me, boo-boos, at persuadable@gmail.com. I do prefer high-tier gameplay footage, because it is a little bit better watching these Hunters and survivors play, knowing what they're doing, and showing us the craftsmanship of your trade, regardless of which role you decide to choose. It's just much more enjoyable. Thank you so much for submitting this. I got a lot of work, a lot of stuff coming out. Thank you for your patience. I love you, boo-boos. Bye-bye now.